stuff on preset before the race.
What is going on, guys, and welcome to a new video. And today we are back with another 1v1, this time against CRG Pinecone. It's a little bit different to the one I did against JKB, where this time we're doing 3 different tracks, 3 races, and basically the person to win the most wins the overall thing, so it's not just one race. So this one will be a little bit longer and you won't see all the races, otherwise the video would be about 45 minutes long. Yeah, that's probably a bit too long. So yeah, so straight away we're doing Japan. Chris out-qualified me, but I don't think it's really worth showing the qualifying with how bad my laps were sometimes. So yeah, we tried around the outside of turn 1, but really just couldn't get it done. And Japan is not a great track for me at all. Yeah, I just don't like it too much on this game. I used to like it on the likes of 2018, but ever since 2019 I've just not really liked it. Yeah, it just feels kind of like the cars are too big for it for me personally. Yeah, it's just me personally, but we're going to try and move on Chris around the outside. We're going to brake later than him on lap 2, and we do actually get the position, so knowing we can brake late there is a very good thing for the last. We get very good knowledge for the last few laps. But this is definitely not over yet because we have him right behind us, and he's going to try around the outside using a bit of his overtake, but we've got that covered very nicely. So on lap 3 now, we are in the lead, and track position, as you know, is very important. Just the way the game works, especially at a track like this where it's harder to follow than usual and hard to make an overtake. But that's not great. We've run wide and I had to get completely off the throttle because I would have just understeered straight into the gravel and potentially spun. So I just accepted that I would lose the positions and losing the car everywhere. So as you can see, I'm not that great here. Moving on to lap 4, we're still kind of in the same position, about half a second behind Pinecone. I'm trying to think about a move. We're using a lot of our overtake, most of it in fact, because we don't have to wait for the last lap. And we're going to try and do the move we did before. Going to the outside, we're a little bit far back this time and we lock up, and we're just not going to get the move done. We cut across the corner, which is a little bit naughty, but we don't gain anything, so that's good. And now we haven't got an ERS, so this is going to be really difficult.
Oh my god, what is this?
For me to get the move done, but we're going to try it anyway, round to the outside, and we're going to try to go up the inside, but the door just gets closed, as he says. I already knew what I was going to do, so was wise to it. And
oh shit!
Now we're going to just to see if we can follow through this last lap. But I've got a lot of understeer, as you can see how much steering I'm putting in. The car's just
I
not
just
turning.
looked at my front right tyre temp.
And as you can hear there, I just looked at my tyre temps and they were about 105, 106 degrees.
No wonder I can't fucking turn on 106 degrees.
Not great, and I just lost a load of time on that lap and basically just gave up on it because there's nothing I can do with the overheating tyres on the last lap. That was basically it. So that wasn't great. We lost the first race, but now we move on to Spa. Don't forget to subscribe, of course. And here we go. 5 lights. And it's lights out, and we get not a brilliant start, but compared to Pinecone, not a bad one either. And we do keep the lead into turn 1. Once again, we are using the
record button.
Preset setups, as I was a bit concerned there I wasn't recording. We are using the preset setups, but I believe for this track, I was using preset 4, and Pinecone was using preset 2. So he's going to be a lot better in the straight line in this section, and we're going to be better in the middle sector, and should be able to follow a little bit better. But considering he's now got past us, it's going to be quite difficult to actually get a move done. So yeah, we're going to have to see how it goes, as we're sticking nice and tight right behind him, skipping onto the end of the first lap. We are still very much close to him, so he hasn't really gained much where we're following dirtier, which might suggest we've got a bit more downforce. It'll back up even that we've got more downforce. As we're following nice and tight, again right behind Pinecone, we're going to have a little look. Are we to the inside? Dart to the outside. Just showing what we're about, and we get the move done, but we have a load of understeer.
Oh my god, the low speed turn is awful.
And yeah, the understeer there
Why is
was
there so much understeer at low speed
quite poor.
on the default?
Which
or preset?
preset backups that you insisted on.
So yeah, Pinecone gets back in front of us, but we are right behind him. So now we're going to test our straight line speed out, see how easy
Preset
a
5
move will
doing the business.
be done.
Well, you're on preset 5.
And that's where I found out it's in preset 5, which wasn't
Oh my god.
too reassuring.
All your ERS, mate. You use it all.
And as you can see, we're not really gaining anything, which is a bit of a worry because
Oh, you've just.
Oh my god,
We-
what is that?
it's going to be very difficult to
No,
make a
you
move as
just,
there's
you
a
just
bit,
ghosted. You're lagging.
a bit of a contact
Oh.
issue there with the game. But skipping on to the end of, well, halfway through lap 3, we are still right behind Pinecone. We're not letting him get away from us, getting out of a decent range as he goes a bit wide
What is
there.
going on? My audio just cut out.
And we are very much right behind him. We are almost in his gearbox, not quite.
How much ERS have you got?
No comment.
Oh, it's going to be like 90, isn't it?
It's nearly.
As we're having a bit of discussion about who's
Oh,
got
great.
ERS, there's a bit of a... It's almost like chicken, who's going to use more wear and who's going to have the most for the last lap. As he has the understeer problem we had on the
2-2 wing track.
first lap, where you just understeer a lot, but we don't really want to be in the lead going up this hill, especially on our wings. As he keeps the position, but then once again he's just trying to break for the DRS
even know
line,
where
and
the
I
line
thought
is.
we'd already gone past it, but it's actually just under that flyer
Oh,
MI
Nor do
scored,
I know
I
it's
do
somewhere.
believe.
It's out there.
And yeah, so we're not going to have the DRS,
Oh my god.
so we're going to have to use up a lot of our ERS
Do we need an
to
ER?
try
We
and
need a
even
bit,
keep the
actually. Need to use a bit.
position. But you can just see the overspeed he's got. It's just quite incredible, really, compared to us. And he does get the position. So far, it's looking as if he's going to win 2 out of 2, and that mathematically means we can't win. So I know we have to get this move done. We can't possibly lose this. So we have a little look for him. If he's lagging a little bit, there's a bit of a connection issue. But we do get into the lead.
Oh.
But once again, we don't really want to be in the lead, as he does get well, he does get very good traction on us out of the last corner, and he's back into the lead. And this time, we're going to make sure we have the DRS. There's a bit of another lag incident there, as we had to hesitate, so he's got a little bit of a gap. Yeah, so this is really it. We're going to use all our ERS up
Not slow.
to try and pass him, but as you can see, it's not going to be
I've
easy.
actually been played.
Compared to his attempt, we are not even alongside. We're just about alongside into break, so we break very late. Just about keep it stopped. There's a tiny bit of contact, but we've got to try and hang it around the outside. And
Oh,
once
the
again,
lag.
there's a bit of a connection issue, but we do just about hold on. Do we still on the inside? We're round the outside at the awful corner, and now into no name. We do get the position, but it's not over yet. He does try a little move on us, but we cover it off very nicely. And it does look like we are going to keep the position for now, but
This hasn't gone well, this idea. I'm going to be so
there
slow
is
through it.
another potential place for him to overtake us into the bus stop. But as you heard him
I've been
there,
done.
he is very much
This hasn't
struggling
worked well.
behind us
I've got
with
no
the
downfall. Oh my
lower
god,
wings.
This has so not gone well.
I've got no
Why
ERS.
did I use preset 5? I've been done.
Well, to be fair, I barely got past you.
I don't have a brain.
I've run out of ERS.
was gonna.
I literally,
Oh my god.
I literally had nothing to fight with. I used it all up.
I have.
Literally out of turn 1, I didn't not stop using it until I was braking.
Yeah. Oh, same.
And as you can see there, we do take the victory. So it is level going into the final race, which is Bahrain.
No, same
I think
happened to me.
I was on preset.
And we're both on the same preset this time, which is probably quite good. But yeah, we got the 5 lights again, and it's lights out very quick.
Oh no, you've
5
swiped
lights,
starts as well.
and we do get a good start.
I don't
so
play this game.
We are into the lead. We did get pole, which was very nice, but we do go a little bit deep.
It's a corner, Joe.
And Pinecone now is just ahead, and we kind of have to not be too ballsy into that corner. He does just get the car's length ahead, but we do use a lot of our overtake to try and keep the position, because as we know, track position is key. Holding it around the outside. We're still side by side, but he's just a little bit in front of us, and we have to let him go. But we try and get a little bit of a switch back, but then we're just a little bit too far behind at this stage. So yeah, we just got to try and make sure we don't make any mistakes. He doesn't get away from us or anything. And as he goes a little bit deep there, that's what we don't want to be doing. We don't want to be making mistakes at all. We need to save a lot of our ERS for the last lap or two, because that's when the battle is mainly going to be. But following very nicely so far, which is encouraging.
Our presets are the worst thing that's ever been in this shooting.
And as you can see, he's complaining about the preset setup, which I mean is understandable. It's not great at all, but there's not a lot of turning.
Now what the fuck is that straight line speed?
I've just used second gear. What am I doing? As you can see in that final corner, we use second gear, which just I think proves the understeer we were having, as we use a bit of our ERS straight away. We're going to go for a move. He defends the inside. We go to the outside. We don't go all the way to the outside until the braking zone, and
Oh!
that's getting clipped.
That's too late. Oh my god, I've actually got to use fucking ERS now as well. This is in the mud.
And as you can see, we're into P1. Now moving on to the end of lap 3 after that interesting braking movement from Pinecone. But we do actually pick up a penalty.
Wait. That's in my second warning? What?
But that was only, as I said there, that was only our second warning, so that would
I've only had 2
would
warnings.
get removed if it affects the final position. As the race director proved, it was only our second warning.
Right, I'm checking my race director.
But in all of that, Pinecone does get past us. We do use a bit of our ERS to try and get back past him. We go for the outside manoeuvre. We go very deep. And do we get the move done? He's just a little bit ahead, and we're going to have to once again let him go into the second sector of this Bahrain circuit. But we are very close behind him, so can we have a little bit of dive? No, not quite. We don't really want to risk anything here, even though damage is off. You don't want to risk like a spin or some stupid contact or something. So yeah, now heading towards the end of lap 4, we just got to try and keep quite close to him.
What the fuck is that straight line speed?
For this final DRS main straight.
That is
That's going to be the main opportunity into turn 1. So yeah, we do keep. We were quite nicely sticking behind him until we
second gear.
go very deep into that corner. We had to use second gear just to rotate the car and lost a load of time. But now this is the important bit. Can we get a good exit out of here? And I do believe he has saved up a little bit more ERS than us. As you can see, he's very quick in a straight line, and we're not gaining too much. We're using all of our overtake. We're starting to gain now. We're gaining. We go to the outside into turn 1. We brake late. We go round the outside of Pinecone. Can we get the move done? He's still there. We lose the rear end a tiny bit, and he keeps the position, but it's not going to be over yet. We are struggling on track, and that might just affect us up the hill. But up the hill, we're just not really too close to him, so we go to the outside. We try and get the switch back on him, but we just run into the back of his car, and that just halts our momentum, and we cannot get the position. So it looks like we're going to lose this unless we can get some sort of a move on in this final lap. There is one more real big overtaking opportunity into, I think it's turn 13, I want to say. That might be completely wrong. I think it's turn 13 or 14. But yeah, we just got to try and stay nice and close to him. There's a bit of a gap. It's not great. We're using our overtake ERS to try and close the gap. Maybe I should use a tiny bit more here. But we are quite close to him as he has a little bit of a lock-up. So this is our only opportunity we're going to have. We use our overtake, but we just don't want to spin out or anything. And we're gaining. We have a look to the inside, but we're just not quite committed enough. And if we'd gone up the inside there, we probably would have made contact. And to be honest, lads,
I think I fucked it.
I've bottled it. I've completely and utterly bottled it. And that's the second 1v1 I have now lost. As he makes a little bit of an error into the last corner, but we're not going to be able to get him. And that is that is a bit of a shame, really.
Oh.
That's 2 1v1s, 2 L's.
A penalty.
So
I don't know, I was sore. I thought it was only on one warning.
Don't get a warning.
Yeah, well, I only got one because I don't know.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this. Put in the comments who you want me to see me do this with next. and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.